What's up, everybody? We are finally officially back. I know I've been saying that for a minute, but we are officially back. Everybody, shout out to everybody out there who's been holding tight. I know it's been a minute, but
Yeah.
for everybody who doesn't know, I was in the middle of a move that took about a year and a half. So the shit took longer than we expected. But long story short, we have an official home base studio for Spoken Word TV and the Hard Corner Productions. So you're gonna be seeing a new layout, a new what do you call it? A new set and a bunch of other new stuff we're about to be dropping on the network. So everybody, do not forget about us. We are back, bigger and deafer. But what's up, Busky? Good to see you back on the web, on the worldwide whatever. What was the international web or whatever the whole that little saying was? What's going on?
We're back. Good to see you too.
Yeah. What's been going on? What's up with you? What's up with New York? Everybody, by the way, the weather in Florida is amazing. Just to say,
we've had 4 days of rain here.
Yeah, I heard it's been raining there.
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
You know, April showers. That's what happens. What can you expect?
Yeah, but definitely. But shout out to everybody who's been hitting me up, wondering what's up with the shows. We are officially back. The Smoking Word Podcast. We're dropping a new episode. That's back. Listen, we had to take a little bit of a break to just kind of regroup and set up shop. But shout out to everybody who's been holding us down. Patreon, Smoking Word Podcast family, the Hard Corner Army, everybody. So, and look out for the Heavy Collective coming. But listen, it feels good to be back. But unfortunately, this is one of these that we got to start on a little bit of a down note. The community has lost a couple of people. Another one recently. I know there was one recently, and Busky, you just put me on to another one right now.
Yeah. A few weeks back, Rich Jacovina from Silent Majority, Long Island staple, been around forever around here. He passed away. There was a couple of shows after his passing that happened locally that were amazing in his honor. So rest in peace to Rich and all the Long Island family that are definitely feeling his loss. And just yesterday or day before yesterday, my friend Isaac, a friend of the podcast, even, I know he was a big Madball fan, big supporter of everything that we do on the West Coast, from A Course of Disapproval and Amendment 18. He passed away. So rest in peace to these guys.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to keep moving in their memory and in their honor, because that's just what we got to do.
Yep. And it sucks, man, to lose people like that, especially, for whatever be the reasons don't matter, but it's, our community is small. So, everybody kind of feels it. So shout out to them. Shout out to all their people. Shout out to all the coast, Long Island, West Coast, and all their, everybody around them. But, yeah, definitely, man. As a matter of fact, everybody go bump that Silent Majority. Go bump that Chorus of Disapproval.
Definitely.
Go download it, blast it on 11, and smoke something, drink something, or do whatever it is that you do to celebrate. So that's what you got to do. We got to celebrate. But and talking about celebration, this Friday, what we got, Busky?
Next Friday, actually.
Oh, it's next Friday.
Yeah,
okay.
Luckily, we got another week. Friday, May 12th. There we go.
Kaboom.
May 12th and May 13th, the weekend of the B&B Bowl. It's back this year, looking bigger and, better than ever.
Definitely. It looks, again, it looks fucking, it has a good, fresh, it's like a face of it. It looked like, basically the B&B Bowl got Botox. So they got, it was injected with some fillers. And I don't mean fillers by bullshit bands, but like you got a boost of life.
Yeah. Got
injected into this fest, which is a great, beautiful thing, because before there was old guys, that we were young guys. And girls and whatever you want to call yourselves. But what do we got here? First of all, stacked to the gills.
Yeah.
And again, I gotta say, for once, if I had it, I don't care if they want my opinion on anything. I'm gonna give it to them anyway, because Busky, I don't give a F. But I'm actually glad they did it instead of doing 3 days. 2, and not only that, they did a Friday and a Saturday. I like that. That's like It gives a good like an intro to the weekend. You can let it all hang out on Saturday, and then Sunday you can regroup or do whatever it is that you need to do to continue on with life.
Yes, Sunday's supposed to be a day of rest.
Exactly. So, a God rested day. Yes, you heathen sloths out there, I believe in God. Yeah. And if you don't believe in God, go, you know what, yourself.
It's great. Friday, I mean, it's stacked. Pain of Truth headlining, Bulldoze, Marauder with Minus.
Oh, hard.
All Out War. So you got some old guys there towards the end, but then you got some young, fresh guys closing it out. Division of Mind is great. Younger band, Combust, Sector. All those bands. It's amazing.
We got Florida Rhythm of Fear. We got Risk in the building. Who else we got?
Wrong Move, Upstate Style.
Hell yeah. Link. Strangle You.
Yep. And Count Time from LA. So
all right. There on that day, I didn't even say, there you go. Yeah, listen, that thing is stacked. Forget it. And that's Friday. And it starts at 5. Yep. So listen, that's another thing. This reminds me of the old days, and everybody knows me. I'm not one of these old days guys, but this starting at 5, which is civilized. You get out of work, you go right there. Listen, you got mad right there. You're gonna walk in, you're gonna see Count Time or whatever. There's mad bands from there, and just how it should be. It's Friday night. Yeah. You know what I mean? It could go to whenever it goes. I don't know what the curfew is, but listen, it's stacked. Boom, you're right in this. You're right there. The show ends. You ready to party? You can start the Saturday party that Friday night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then again, it's stacked, man. All Out War, Marauder, Bulldoze, Pain of Truth. You almost got the whole evolution and it coming back right there from Marauder, All Out War, Bulldoze, Pain of Truth. You know what I mean?
No, that's
and the Combustor,
Great way to put it. Totally.
And then we got Saturday. You go to sleep. You get you're hungover. Yep. Or if you're straight edge, you wake up. You eat your couscous. You go to Organic Grill. You said Vlad Hoya sent me. You eat your burger.
Yeah.
You do your yoga. You do whatever it is you do. And then you're gonna go back, and then you're gonna set it off with who? Who we got day 2, Busky?
Vulture Raid's gonna kick it off.
That's a hard name, Vulture.
Yeah, and I actually just saw them this weekend. They played that Crown of Thorns show.
What are they like sonically?
Pretty punk. Felipe from Murphy's Law.
That's his band.
At one point, he was in the band. Yep.
Okay.
And I believe the singer, his dad actually plays drums. So it's like a father and son band.
That's great.
And they were awesome, man. First time seeing them, and like I said, there was right off the bat there was people stage diving and moshing and dancing around. So they've got a little bit of a buzz. They were a great band. So again, the show's gonna kick off with right off the bat. So Never Again after that. They're again another younger, newer band. Don't know too much about, but what I've heard, they sound amazing. Mutually Assured Destruction from Richmond, very cool band. Guys from Fire and Ice. I don't know if you remember that band at all.
Of course, I remember them. It was crazy. Yeah,
they were great. So guys from that band, check that out for sure. Our boy Tomoki's band, Deja.
Yeah, Deja.
Definitely check them out.
And all my Nepos out there. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hold My Own, MH Chaos. Awesome stuff there. Fool's Game, Life's Question, Baltimore Style, End It.
And they're killing it. They're on a tear right now.
Yep. Year of the Knife. I think they just had some new stuff coming out too, so I'm sure their set's going to be amazing. Restraining Order is always very cool to see. Naysayer from Richmond.
Listen, what up? What's up with Tom? Where's Tom at? Where you at? We got Naysayer.
I just saw him actually last week too. Come to think of it, so it'll be great to see them.
I thought he was like in Morocco or some shit.
Yeah, he was out there. I ran into him here in New York actually.
But shout out to fucking to Naysayer. Fucking we Brace War. We got my homeboy. We got the OGs. The fucking. Yeah. Pizza OG, and I'm gonna crown him one of the new Pizza King.
Absolutely.
My man Aaron, Death Threat coming at you with what is his 25th anniversary of the original lineup?
CJ Blunts.
Get out of here. Shout out to CJ, all of them. Yeah. Those were some of my first friends from Connecticut right there.
Hell yeah. I think probably mine too, actually. One of the first, no doubt. And Push Button Warfare, Jamie, the drummer from Push Button, he played in Death Threat. He'll be playing this.
Get out of here. And by the way, that was Zeus also.
Zeus was in Push Button, yeah.
Shout out to Zeus, my man, and everybody. But yeah, Push Button. That was upstate. that metalcore.
Yep.
Before I think there was even a word metalcore. It was just
Totally.
bunch of white trash dudes that loved hardcore metal doing their thing, you know.
Totally. And they got to shout out Larry, the original bass player from Death Threat, Larry Dwyer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hopefully he'll be up there with them too. If this is the OG lineup, we should be seeing Larry too. So yeah, man, looking forward to seeing Death Threat. They're always fucking great.
Yeah, for sure. And again, those are some of my oldest, my first friends, definitely first friends from Connecticut, and also like touring around. You know, those were like early on shows that. I don't know how many shows at the Tune-In we must have played together, you know. But shout out to Aaron, everybody. I want to still go to his pizza spot. What they called again? Tommy's.
Tommy B's.
Tommy B's. Listen, go there. I haven't even tasted it, but it looks. They should have smellogram, tasteogram.
Man. You know, it sucks. It's not that it sucks, but it's 2.5 hours away. You know, and even though it's in the same state as me, it's still 2.5 hours away.
I like that you like Googled it. Believe me, we Googled it a couple times.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm so ready. You know, it's just that 5-hour drive for a slice of pizza.
Exactly. But shout out to listen, Black and Blue Bowl again at the Monarch, fucking 23 Meadow Street, Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
Get those tickets. You already know you can get it everywhere. New York Hardcore Tattoos, Lotus Tattoos, Generation Records. Yeah. Support the movement. Boom. You got it. No better way. Friday, Saturday night. Boom. You got it.
Yep.
And we
got lots of festivals. We got another good one.
Yeah, another fucking one of my favorites also.
Yeah, East Coast staple. This is Hardcore Fest this year. 2023 big
and it's actually kind of an interesting one because I was like, it's hard to top last year's, you know, and how you always do it. I have my favorite years, which I still think last year's was one of my favorites and all that, but with being that there is not my bunch of, you know, my 101 favorites. I don't know. I got to say, Joe did it again. Yeah. He pulled it off where he got an eccentric bunch of bands to make sense and to be worth what it is. Cause it's a good one. And it's different. For me, it's really different.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because it's a different responsibility. I feel like booking a fest like this than it is booking, you know what I mean? Like, some of these other festivals, you know, like this is like every year, you know, I feel like it's like you got to top this thing every single year, where some of these other fests are like, yeah, it was a great year and it's just consistent, you know. This thing is like, it's massive every single year. And you're right, he does a good job of piecing together this puzzle, you know, and putting this band with that band and making it all work and all make sense. And you know, you just look at that top 3 bands right there, Bane, Gorilla Biscuits, and Integrity, and it's like, wow, even that right there is massive, you know.
That would have never even been a bill ever in your life, and you would have never thought of, oh, let's put Gorilla Biscuits, Integrity, but you know what I mean. It's even with the Silent Majority and Earth Crisis, you know what I mean. The Prayer for the Cleansing, and you got Bulldoze, you still got the OG stuff, and then you got the other stuff.
Yeah. Well, even the chokeholds, you know, from the 90s, you know, there's plenty of stuff in there for everybody. And that's what's amazing about this, you know, is it really does appeal to pretty much everybody. And from what from what I understand, the Friday show with Integrity, Earth Crisis, Chokehold, and Dead Guy is already sold out.
Oh yeah.
So you know, you can get tickets for the remaining days. But that Friday show is already sold out, you know, so the tickets are moving fast as they should. August 4th, 5th, and 6th in Philly, Franklin Music Hall, and I think they're doing some other smaller shows at the Underground Arts. So definitely get on that.
Definitely support them. You know, Joe kills it. August 4th, 5th, and 6th. That you pick it. You pick. You pick the style of hardcore you want. You're gonna find something on this. There's the OG stuff, the new stuff. The positive stuff, the meathead stuff. There's something for everybody, and the flyer's dope. And again, support, like, you know, these are traditions that, you know, if you don't keep feeding the traditions, they disappear. You know what I mean? So we got to keep it going. So shout out to This Is Hardcore for another great one. In August 4th, 5th. Those are good dates. August, nice and humid.
Yeah, I know.
Mad
Always,
humid
right?
in Philly.
I
And then,
know, always.
and then we got the OGs. We got my peoples. My peoples. They just dropping some new music. What we got here? What we got here?
We got Dan Nastasi and the boys. You know, it's funny. It's like that whole lineup now is all just awesome dudes. So it's not
Yeah.
like Dan Nastasi and the boys. You know,
Yeah.
it's Dan, it's Larry.
Yeah.
You know, it's a whole bunch of dudes. But Kings Never Die. Got to shout these guys out. Got to shout out Nathan at Meadowville Records. They're really pushing this, and it's a really hardworking band, and it shows because you know, these are great crafted songs, lots of great personality, lots of flavor. And the one thing to me, especially about this band that I love, is it doesn't sound like any of these guys' other bands. You know, it's guys from Biohazard, Wisdom and Chains, Dog Eat Dog. You know, so you would expect all these influences to sound like those, but it doesn't. It's just, it has its own flavor. So
yeah, and it's refreshing. That even the layout is dope. It got a cool vibe. You know, they have a video. Go check out the video on YouTube. You know, they got a bunch of shows. You already know the deal with them. They're everywhere. I got it. Shout out to them because, you know, a lot of the OGs when they start up new bands, they kind of just want to sit back and think. You know, they want things to happen for them. They're not out there working it because sometimes I feel like, you know, to do that, you got to have confidence in what you're doing and really believe in what you're doing and to see how these guys are working it. I know they're backing it, which makes me want to invest in them because I'm like, yo, they're going for it. When you go for it and you want to keep doing it, I'm like, all right, I want to see what you do next. Now I'm on. Now I'm watching. Now I'm listening. So everybody, that's what you got to do is once you got them locked on the hook, now you got to bring them in.
Yep.
You know, so you got to stay consistent and not just sit back and complain about what you did 100 years ago with your other band. We live in today. What is it, 2023?
Yep.
Look at the OGs just dropped something new. So, boom, take notes.
Yep.
Take notes, everybody.
Absolutely.
And so go get that over. And we got, listen, we got another OG right now, again, talking about new music and for doing something new and something cool. Len Lashley, he just dropped something new. It drops May 5th, a new single. We got it's called Foolish Ones. The album is called Five Great Regrets or Egrets. I don't know if that was a typo, but I'm gonna say Egrets. If not,
Egrets.
All right, Egrets, and that's pretty hard too. And the label's on America. Shout out to America. But listen, we got OGs on the track. We got my man freaking who we got on here?
Cool Tone Brown, right?
Yeah, we got boom. Listen, we got Chuck Trees. We got my man Joe. We got OGs. We got Stress the White Boy on, you know, moving the things.
Chuck Trees.
Let's give him a taste now, Gator, right? Let's go. Yeah, this that Lashley. And that Cool Town Brown.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're remixing a lot of Len Lashley songs with a lot of different stuff.
Stress is notorious for doing these things, right? You know, like he's just got this craft and this ear to take these things and flip them and remix them and just do these awesome little, I don't know, chops and I don't know exactly what you call it, but it's amazing. You know, it's a talent for sure.
And shout out for Stress and for Len for even doing this type of track because his. You know, he's more folky kind of. I never heard it in this with a Jamaican vibe, but it feels good and it sounds good. So make sure you go support this. And my man Joe, listen, if you don't already know, now you know. Wisdom and Chains, but they're doing something else. Let's go support this, all right? Everybody go get this. It's going to be in the... You already know what I said, May 5th? May 5th, everywhere. Shout out to Chuck Trees, too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Word up. What else we got on deck? I like that. We got to use that for the show, Gator.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's a good vibe, definitely.
And then we got some. What else we got? We got a lot of new stuff.
We got we got to shout out our boy Andrew from Strife. I know Strife just put out a pretty cool video. Their last record just hit 10 years old, so check out the latest Strife video for the recording of that record. But Andrew from Strife has a record label, War Records. He's put out a lot of great records over the past few years. This is his latest signing. A pretty cool band that I was recently just turned on to from Milwaukee, actually.
I want to check them out.
Yeah, called World I Hate. Just that kind of fast, violent, they call it power violence, hardcore, kind of like Infest, just that real blasty.
I never heard that power violence.
Yeah.
Just when you thought
right when you thought you knew everything about hardcore, here comes power violence.
The last time I got schooled was Chad. Shout out to Chad Ball. At the time, he was going out with a girl who was playing. He goes, yeah, I want you to meet my girl. He's like, she plays keyboard in a hardcore band. And I went, what? You heard, right? Yeah. You heard. Oh, no, you heard. Hold up. No. That's what we heard. That's what we heard. The record stopped. I said, wait a minute. There's no keyboards in hardcore. Let's just stop. And he said, I know that, but that's what these kids are calling it now. Long story short, there was somebody who played in one of the, let's just say those they were hardcore dudes that were doing more crossover music, kind of with the makeup stuff and keyboards. But I learned then stuff was changing. So but this ain't so much changing sonically, but the new titles. We got new titles.
No, it's pretty traditional hardcore. I mean, the influence has always come from that band Infest, who was a West Coast band, back in the 80s, and they put out a record that was just incredible. And it was just that blast beat, these songs 45-second long to a minute long songs, just in and out with a just crushing, mosh part. But it's not, it's not thug moshy. It's like this sort of Neanderthal style, simple hardcore,
Yeah.
But it's amazing.
Power violent.
Power violence. Yeah. So this is going to be his newest signing. He just announced this today. So we wanted to shout that out and definitely check this band out. They had an EP out a couple years ago that's really good. And debut LP Years of Lead will be dropping in early June. So check out War Records, war-rec.com.
Yeah, and shout out to Milwaukee. Shout out to Ezek. Shout out to everybody out there. E-Trade Records, all the Milwaukee Mama Lukes out there. Shout out to all you out there. The middle. That's the middle. That's like the belly button. Or you could call it an asshole or belly button, depending if you're on your stomach or your. But anyway, and depending where you're located. Listen, I want to shout out, dropping something new. We got some OGs. I call them my favorite Kiwis, and they're big supporters of the show and everything. Drop Off Point from New Zealand. Listen, they dropped something new. An EP is dropping May 21st. We got a little drop from them. These are family, hardcore fam from down under. Kiwis, let's hit it, Gator Food. Let's show them what time it is.
Hey, what's up? This is Bones from Drop Off Point. We're from Hamilton, New Zealand. We've got a 5-song EP coming out on the 21st of May. We've got an introduction from the Smoking Word Zone, Hoya Rock, the news that brings you the news. Appreciate that, brother. And we've got a song with Mad Joe Black from Wisdom and Chains. It's a dope EP. It's very New York influenced styles like Golden Era 90s. Check it out. I'll just put up a little video here and hope you guys enjoy it. People die every day. This is my life and I live in my way. Don't give a fuck what you think. Don't that day, that will be the day. People die every day. This is my life and I live in my way. Don't give a fuck what you think. Don't that day, that will be the fucking day.
Shout out to them. They played me a track. He sent me another track. It might have been that. They got some really heavy stuff, some really good stuff, man. I was like, go check them out. And they're representing. Listen, New Zealand, believe as small and way out there as New Zealand is. New Zealand was on the map. There's hardcore lives in New Zealand forever. Yeah. So there's always been a scene out there and people out there representing the culture. So it's good to see they're back and some OGs got their hands on it. And they're killing it. They got it sounds sonically very good too. So shout out to the Kiwis out there. Shout out to Izzy and all the fighters out there in freaking city.
Dope. Hell yeah.
Box. And if everybody, like I was saying, if you want to support the show, I'm going to tell you how you support the show. Listen, you can hit the link right now. You could go to casaderock.com. We have T-shirts, snapbacks. Go cop it. Hit that link right there. Take a picture. You would take a picture. You highlight it. It takes you to where you got to get. This is how we keep the show rocking. We have T-shirts, snapbacks. Everything is made in-house. In the studio that we're in right now is where it gets made. So this is how you support. You could go there. And also, your boys have been working. I'm really proud. We have a new show. It's called The Heavy Collective. It's basically, this one's for all the cannabis smokers out there, where we go around to all the legal states and connect the city with their music, the best smoke spots, and the best local businesses. Preview, we dropping it this week. Gator Food, hit them with that.
You see, it's kind of right at the point of ready to be.
Wow. You guys got a real green thumb.
Yeah. So
That thumb stays green, right? Yeah.
mitigating them as soon as possible.
And is there certain rooms you find sweet spots in a room? Is there such
absolutely,
thing? Yeah.
absolutely,
I was curious because I know in music, in the studio, there's sweet spots in the studio,
Sure.
so I was wondering.
Especially here in the greenhouse.
I'm really psyched about this show. We've been putting the final touches on it. It's taking us a little while because, we're just a 2-man gang, at times. Right now we're a 3-man gang, but we put in the final touches on, and I'm really psyched. Basically, it ain't just about smoking. It's about enjoying something that we did for many years that also has a big connection with how we're connected as a scene, how we're connected to music, how we're connected to lifestyles. There's and medically, for recreation, for whatever you use it for, it's a part of our life and we love it. But I'm really psyched. The Heavy Collective, go check it out. I want to say the plan is to drop it this Sunday, Gator Food. You heard? I'm going to say it now because if we don't say it, it ain't going to drop. So hopefully we're dropping this Sunday, Denver, episode number 1. And coming up in the near future, we got Las Vegas, we got New York City, we got Boston, Massachusetts, and then, we got to go to California. Listen, I got a mini season coming at you. We ain't playing games on the network. We're taking this. Wait till we take the hardcore on the road. Yeah. We're waiting for the homeboy from Virgin Records to sponsor us.
That's right.
Then that way, he could get us to where we got to get to.
Yeah, we're waiting for our Netflix special.
Exactly. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Then I figured we do it live from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Or
sure.
Or Tonga, somewhere where I could wear we could have a luau and I could wear I could be free balling with a hay around my waist.
Just give me a banana leaf and I'm good.
You need a fig leaf.
Yeah, right.
Somebody get Busky a freaking a strawberry leaf.
Yeah,
but anyway, what do we got? Now it's time to shout out. But definitely keep a lookout on the channel. We're about to drop a lot of stuff on the channel, so we're having fun with it, and also we're really getting creative with what we're dropping, and to keep a lookout. But we have a lot of new music. There's a lot of new music out there too, so I'm starting to catch up right now. But this is a new band, but they just dropped something. Busky, tell me about it. That's dope.
Man, this is the shit right here. I know a lot of people are feeling this band. I know I definitely am. Never Ending Game from Detroit. It definitely has a Detroit feel style to it, cold as life-ish. But it also definitely speaks to a lot of the younger generation with a lot of Trapped Under Ice influence, So it's a perfect modern band that harkens back to the days that old guys like us can still appreciate. So this record is available for pre-order right now from Triple B. This is their second record, and I'm expecting to hear good things coming from this. But a couple new singles just came out recently. You got to check those out for sure. That track "Never Die" is actually a Trapped Under Ice song that was never released. That they gave to they basically gave to Never Ending Game. And
that's dope.
Yeah, so they sort of rewrote that, and Justice is on that as a guest vocalist. So It's pretty dope. And then today they dropped a new single called Hate Today, Die Tomorrow. So this shit is great. And
Hold on, but you missed the title. I think it might be my favorite one.
Yeah.
Tank on E. Yo,
Tank on E.
I know that feeling. I was on E this morning. I'm on Tank on E at 4 a.m. every morning. My
I know,
tank's
we
on
see.
E.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
The tanks are empty.
Yep.
But no, but yeah, listen, the record cover is dope. They've been grinding at it. I see them in Triple B, man. Triple B again, grinding it out, bringing us that, keeping the music right.
Yeah.
you know?
And we got a clip here of the single Hate Today, Die Tomorrow that dropped today. So let's give them a taste of that.
We got to Hate Today, Die Tomorrow, but we're showing it now.
Word.
But we're showing it today.
You wake up every day to separate and sorrows. Hate today, die tomorrow.
Jesus Christ. Everybody's hard.
Yeah.
Like sonically, like every. Just when
it's
you thought
great,
beat
dude.
downs couldn't get any harder.
Yeah, no,
Jesus.
they're doing it right. And that's what I mean. I feel like a lot of our generation will definitely appreciate what they got going on. And I know the younger generation does because they're fucking
For
killing it
sure.
right now.
I've been hearing a lot. I want to shout out real quick. I want to shout out my boys in Drain. I just saw them. They got the cover of Kerrang. That's
Hell
big.
yeah.
That is big Willie stuff. They don't understand. If they don't understand, I hope they understand. Definitely. That's big for the culture and big for everybody because that's a real hardcore band on there.
Yeah.
You know
Sammy
what I
the
mean?
Butcher, what up?
So we're gonna get them on here. We're gonna get a couple of fellas on here. But shout out to them. I just saw that and I got amped.
Yeah.
So but also what that breakdown reminded me of, and I've been seeing them killing it, is the Kubla Khan and all that. They have all these beat downs that are like, geez, like man, if you don't leave there with a body on your record,
Yeah. And you know what? We got to shout out Bulldoze because I know that a lot of these guys are drawing influence from Bulldoze,
Yep.
And that's also what's amazing, is that these guys can come back now and you see them playing all these festivals, headlining or co-headlining, and people are fucking eating up Bulldoze now 20, 30 years later.
So shout out to them. And then what do we got? We got a lot more news. So we got so we got some demos out, which I love seeing. I always love seeing the demos.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
We got
This
Collateral.
is a killer demo that just came out. A new label from actually, I think down your area in Florida called Fortress Records. And this is their first release from this band called Collateral. And it's basically, like it says there, 5 tracks of by the books hardcore. And that's basically what it is. These songs I think are less than a minute long.
All right.
And they're just amazing lyrics, amazing vocals, cool production, demo style, but not sloppy.
Yeah.
And it's just hardcore, and I think that actually Fortress Records just put out a second release also. So I think they're moving along. So keep your eye out on Fortress Records and definitely keep an eye out on this band Collateral because this demo is fucking awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And Fortress, I've been here. I heard of them from somewhere else for some reason.
All right. Yeah. I think it's somewhere down in Florida, down your way. So
yeah, definitely. But we got them. Go check them out again on Bandcamp. Go hit up the Bandcamp. That's important. And on Bandcamp, we got another new band. I love the name of this, Big Dog in the Yard.
Yeah.
That's our Buffalo Oi with members of Violent Way. First of all, I love Oi.
Yep.
I love Buffalo because Rick James and Wings come from there.
That's right.
I just think they got one of the ugliest hockey stadiums. I always tell Ruben and Vogel about that. But what you know about them? Talk to me about Big Dog.
I know, same as you. The Violent Way is an awesome band from Buffalo, younger generation of Buffalo. I grew up adjacent down the road a little ways, upstate New York from Buffalo. So I've always been a fan of everything that came out of there.
That's a great cover flyer, whatever. That's like old style.
Totally.
Like,
and this is great. It's just in that Violent Way lane of, modern Oi. But it's cool. I think anybody that's in that into that stuff will definitely appreciate this. So just something new and fresh, coming from Buffalo.
Yeah,
So
Buffalo.
check that out.
Oh, yeah.
And shout out to Bad Blood as well from Buffalo. Vogel's new band with some guys from Violent Way as well.
That's what I was just about to say. I seen Vogel. There's other
Yeah.
band. I haven't got to hear them yet. I want to hear it.
Oh, it's really good. You'll like it.
Yeah, and again, I love it. What's it like? That stuff.
Bad Blood.
yeah.
It's fast, kind of traditional hardcore, but it's a little bit more melodic than
More
the terror
melodic.
stuff.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
cool shit.
a little bit harder than even the World Be Free stuff that he was
Got
doing
you.
with Sammy, So it's
Got
kind of in between those two.
Then we got
Good.
definitely cool. Yeah, definitely go check that out. Go check out Vogel stuff and go check out
Yeah.
definitely the Big Dog. I like that.
Buffalo.
Then we got what we got over here. We got more New York, right? What we got? Oh no, beat that. Oh no, this says what is this?
This is from Louisville.
Oh, first of all, it's called Louisville.
Louisville. Yeah, I
From
know.
Louisville.
That's my
From Louisville.
ignorant East Coast.
they schooled me to that mad years ago. So we got because it says from old to new. Oh, I thought they were from New York or something. I thought it was gonna continue on my notes. It said from old to the New York. I thought it was gonna say, but two witnesses. They're from Louisville, Kentucky. So the bourbon is heavy if they're not straight edge. I see a cross up there, so they're definitely doing some bad thing.
They need some sort of repenting.
Yeah, they got to repent somewhere down. All right, tell me what we got here. They got a band cam, and what's it like? Oh, it's all right. So some beatdown style.
Yeah.
All right, what we got? So it's a beatdown style, Louisville style, CTHC Mosh style vibe. 100 Demons, Death Threat, Stilo, 2 original songs, a Marauder, Sheer Terror cover. That's pretty dope.
Yep.
A cassette layout on Streets of Hate.
Yep.
Oh shit! Oh, so Streets of Hate's the label.
Yep.
What else did they put out recently? We had another Streets of Hate release.
Man, Streets of Hate's been doing some really cool shit. New World Man, they put
That's
out
what it
that.
was.
Yep. He does a bunch of stuff on mainly cassette releases from other, labels. He'll do the cassette version of it.
And I gotta say, Kentucky is coming back. I don't know if it's the whole Kentucky always had they always had some punk and hardcore there, but very small. But it's starting to have a comeback, a resurgence.
Sure.
I don't know if it's because the knock loose thing or because the fried chicken thing, but I'm all with it.
Sure. Whatever it is, keep running with it. Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. But
what
shout
was
out to
the fest that used to be a Crazy Fest? Remember that? Crazy
Yes,
Fest? That was
Crazy Fest.
Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville. Yeah, and then we had Stretch Armstrong. Weren't they there from there?
I think they were like
West
North
Virginia.
Carolina or one of those.
Virginia, yeah. Close enough.
But there was Endpoint. There was Enkindle
Yes.
from out that way. There was some good Dead
there's-
Icons. There was some shit out that way.
They're
But
starting
definitely
to-
check out this Two Witnesses. It's really cool. And the cover songs, they do Marauder and they do Sheer Terror. And the Sheer Terror one's amazing. Like he really nails the, Paulie's sort of personality that that's very specific to Paulie. This guy does a pretty good job of, of nailing that and covering it. And the second song on this demo is fucking hard as shit. It's amazing. But like it says here, it's like Connecticut style, 100 Demons, Death Threat, fast with some good breakdowns and shit. So check it out. And definitely check out Streets of Hate.
Definitely go to the Bandcamp. Give Bandcamp, get start clicking away because the Bandcamp actually, I think, is one of the few, still one of the platforms where the band still could, see some results or,
you
still
literally
have a
get
little
money
bit
the
control.
minute somebody buys something, you get the money. So
definitely go support them there. And, it's all about support. I got to say, but, first of all, it's good to be back. And I still want to shout out everybody who's been supporting us and everybody who's been waiting patiently while I was regrouping and setting up shop, but we are officially back. And I got to say a big, big shout out to Eugene and the whole Gogol Bordello fam. He came through maybe last week. He invited me. There was a charity event at the Hard Rock for the Ukraine. He's a big advocate. He's Ukrainian. So, but he invited me. We got to go there and roll up, and it was off the hook. First of all, we were rolling up to, I was just happy to get out. I don't really get out to, thinking we were just gonna, just go roll up to a show. We walked into a dinner. We had dinner. We had dessert. We got, Evander Holyfield was there. Besides that, I heard Hoya Rock was in the building.
Right.
Oh, no, but it was like it was something that not only besides that. Gogol Bordello. First of all, they kill it. I became a fan from watching them live, not only that, and then I became a bigger fan after meeting him because usually his energy and just his whole thing is. And on top of that, so we're there. Now this is a suited event. You know, a lot of people with money and people donating. It was a fundraiser, so there's a lot of big players there, gowns and dresses, and I'm like, what the hell's gonna happen here? I'm like, I'm ready to see, Gogo just flip the lid on this. I'm gonna like it either way.
Right.
Listen, he had the whole place jamming,
I believe it,
and
dude.
and not only it made sense, it didn't even look out of, like if Madball went out there and played, it'd be like, all right, there's a problem. It just made sense for just the energy and the style, and it's like I was just blown away how he made it happen. Like the band is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And to make that happen at such a kind of foofy event, it was a big salute as a player.
Yeah.
Coming from from our world to be able to pull that off and have it come off. You know what I mean? So.
No, I commend him. His energy's amazing, and he's, like you said, we were talking before this, and I was like, so is he kind of like a pretty big famous? And you were like, yeah, Evander Holyfield was there. And it's like, it's funny because he's just so on our level.
Yes.
On just such a street level, simple, normal. He, he's just a hardcore dude, at the end of the day. But he has this appeal and he has this energy that can just transcend and really captivate.
I get it. Like, I got it. I saw it. I got it. And after meeting him, I was like, I get it. And then you find out, he's done a lot of things, but they ain't a bigger hardcore advocate out there. Nobody supports New York hardcore and just hardcore. And also, from people out there doing it who supports the hard corner, the Smoking Word podcast, Gogol Bordello, I gotta say shout out to them for giving me and my fam an awesome time we had and at the Hard Rock, and it feels good to be back. I got some footage that we're gonna play before we get out of here. But before we get out of here, anything you want to say, Busky? Before we do, I just want to say it feels good to be back. And we are officially back. We had to regroup. Hit that link to support the movement. Busky, anything you want to let people know before we out of here?
Same shit, man. Good to be back. Like, follow, and subscribe. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. Hit that link, and we'll be seeing you soon again.
Yeah, we are back, everybody. The Hard Corner, where the news brings you the news. You know what time it is.
Word. Let's
end it with that Gogol Bordello live at the Hard Rock Gator Food. We out of here. Till next time, we out.
Yeah.
Peace. Listen, we over here live at the Hard Rock. Gogol Bordello is a Ukrainian benefit.
Let's go. And death that Russia is spreading all over Ukraine. Assuming the end of this war is going to come.
Democratic values. And everyone have to understand the reason of this senseless.
Not to mention that the Klitschko Foundation is all heart and soul.
To win undisputed championships in 2 weight classes in the 3-belt era. Come on, give it up for Evander, the real deal Holyfield!
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Gogol Bordello!
Shout out to the Gogol fam. Representing.
Mr. Potter! Oh, hi, Mr. Potter! Some of them is for next! I'm the fire! As the people of Ukraine fight to take their stand, and behind them, Okay. Oh, together, please. Stop. Thank you to everyone, absolutely. Thank you Vitaly Klitschko, Vladimir Klitschko, who was here with us tonight. Everyone who is pitching in everywhere they can do for the sooner victory, which is inevitable.